What's up, guys? I'm back. It's Eric, free NBA daily bets. I cooled off. Well, I'm still waiting for the Phoenix Suns and Milwaukee Bucks game to pan out, but at best, I can break even on the day, which would be like a small 1 unit loss for me. So we'll see how that shakes out. But I've noticed, like, the NBA, just like my betting in general, like, it kind of ebbs and flows. Like, the trends that I'm seeing really well hit for like a week, 2 weeks, and then stuff kind of comes back, regresses, goes against other stuff that I've been seeing really well. So I see that with today's card, the Tuesday, March 25th card. I'll go over it carefully. I don't love it, but I think there's some good opportunities still to make some money. First game up, we got the San Antonio Spurs at the Detroit Pistons. The spread is -8.5, -9, and the total is at 235. I already bet this game at Twitter. That's where I release all my official plays at Easy Money Wins, and I bet over 232.5. So I'm getting pretty insane closing line value. I can only see this number going up even more than what it has been already. Just bottom line is San Antonio. They're playing fast right now. They're a small ball team. They can't rebound the ball. So, in order to win the NBA and when that happens, you just got to extend possessions and try to outshoot the other team. And just in general, they give up a ton of points, guys, especially on the road. Now, they played Toronto last game, and Toronto, they suck pretty much. So, they held them to 89 points, kind of an anomaly. They still got to 123 points. Detroit, they can score with the best of them. Cade Cunningham should play in this game. I think he's questionable, but he should play, guys. No reason why he shouldn't play. Tim Hardaway Jr. might even play as well. Stephon Castle might play, might not play. He is questionable. So, regardless, I like points in this one, guys. It was just 232.5. And the market's agreeing with me, obviously. Like, I wasn't in love with it, but it still checked all the boxes. And I was like, you know what? Like, this is just too short of a number. This is a play. I got the best of the number. That's like half the battle as a sports bettor, in my opinion. So, on the right side there, that total. For the side, I would lean San Antonio plus 8.5, +9. I really don't love it. I think it's a toss-up, honestly. I can see the Pistons running away with this. They're off a win against the Pelicans, so I don't think they get up for San Antonio. I don't think they play the best of defense. I think they let San Antonio hang around a little bit. And yeah, guys, that's what I'm thinking for that game. Next game up, we have the Orlando Magic at the Charlotte Hornets. And man, I freaking knew this shit was gonna happen. I'm just like, it's so I'm gonna speak positively, guys. I'm gonna speak positively. I bet the Lakers against the Magic, and I'm just like the other times I wanted to bet against the Magic, like their most recent games at home where they were short underdogs against Houston. They lost, did not cover. Same with like a lot of other situations, and I was just like why am I afraid to bet against the Magic? The Magic aren't a good team. Like, they're just not this year. Lo and behold, of course, they bring their best fucking game out against the Lakers and win 118-106. So now they bounce back, right? Or not bounce back, but now they need to put another good performance together against the Hornets, which shouldn't be difficult to do, but this team hasn't won 3 games in a row since November. This team has not won 3 games in a row since November, guys. Okay, that's when they had won like 11 out of 12 games. That was the last time they won 3 in a row games, guys, back in November. So, like, I know it's Charlotte, guys. It's Charlotte. You would think they'd win this game. Charlotte's going to be fully healthy. LaMelo looks like he's good to go. Same with Miles Bridges. For Orlando, Paulo Banchero played like 38 minutes. Franz Wagner played like 35 minutes. KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, if you don't know that acronym. he played like 34 minutes. So, like, Orlando's just not good enough to rest people. It's a interdivision game. It's not like crazy travel. I would expect everybody to play for Orlando here. The line's kind of short, -4.5 to Orlando. Total is at 210.5. And man, guys, is Orlando needs to keep winning, right? I mean, if Orlando wants to make the playoffs, like, this is the deal for them. We can go to the standings real quick. Orlando needs to win to get a home play-in game. They are the 8th seed right now, 1.5 games back of Atlanta. They could easily catch Atlanta. Like, Atlanta's an up and down team. Like, if Orlando finishes strong, they'll definitely get the seventh spot. Have at worst host 2 home play-in games. So they're motivated to win this game for sure, guys. I can only look Magic -4.5. I kind of want to bet it. The Hornets still suck, honestly. But can we trust the Magic in this spot? Kind of makes me feel a little weird, honestly. That over-under, though, I for some reason, I like the over. The Magic have gone over, I think, in their last 3 in a row games. I kind of like that over a lot, guys. Or at least the Magic team total over. Like, well, yeah, because the thing is, guys, if the Magic win, they're going to go over their team total. Most likely. If they lose, then, most likely Charlotte's going to score a lot, or at least score close to 110. And, that should get Orlando close to their team total. I don't want to bet the full game total, because Orlando could just show up and stifle the Hornets, and the Hornets only score like 102 and they score like 108, something crazy like that, So I am going to put that on to look at tomorrow. Orlando team total, it's going to be like 108.5, guys. 107.5, I kind of like that a lot. Next game up, we got the Warriors at the Heat. The line's -4.5 to the Warriors, the road favorite. Totals at 218. And this line makes me really believe Steph Curry's going to play. He did practice yesterday. I think he plays. He wants to be out there for Jimmy Butler. He wants to support him. So I think he plays, guys. That's my gut feeling in this. I think he does play. I think he suits up. Everybody else for Golden State's good. They're off that loss, really, really bad loss to Atlanta. And, they've bounced back nicely their last 5 losses. They've covered their last 5 losses, I believe, against the spread the game after that, after their loss. So this is a loss on Saturday. They have Wednesday and Thursday off. They had Sunday and Monday off. This is a very focused spot for them. Miami, on the other hand, they're pretty healthy too. Duncan Robinson's the only guy on the injury report. But they, what is it? They got the monkey off their back. Like, they beat Charlotte on Sunday. But they've covered the last 3 in a row at home, guys. But I'm just like, I think it's just a little too much. I think -4.5, -5. For some reason, my gut's telling me the Heat are the correct side in this game. Everybody in the world is going to be on the Warriors. I could see the Warriors winning a very close game here. Obviously, the Andrew Wiggins, Jimmy Butler trade situation. Jimmy Butler's first game back in Miami since he was traded. Andrew Wiggins' first game against the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins isn't like an emotional, outward expressive guy. Like, he'll probably get up for the game, but not as much as Jimmy Butler will get up for it. So with all that said, I lean Warriors -4.5. I really don't like it. I'm not going to bet this game. Total 218.5. If Steph plays, you lean the over. I don't feel great about it. Warriors can play great defense. The Heat love to slow the ball down. They play good defense. They have the size advantage. I don't have a good feel for this game, guys. If you guys do, happy for you guys. I don't. Probably going to stay off that game completely. Next game up, we got the Dallas Mavericks at the New York Knicks. Dallas Mavericks came through for me last night. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Anthony Davis. They didn't even really need him. They just took care of the sorry-ass Brooklyn Nets and called it a night. So no travel for them. They're in the Big Apple, wherever in Brooklyn, Manhattan, wherever they're staying. They'll play at the Knicks, like I just said. So they've won 2 in a row now. No one played heavy minutes really last night against Brooklyn. I expect everybody to play in this one. I do. I think with Anthony Davis back, they actually believe that they can make the 10th seed with the play-in. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So for the Knicks, they have some injury issues still. Jalen Brunson's out. Miles McBride is out. So campaign will start for them. Everybody else is good to go, but those are 2 key guys, man. Those are the 2 point guards, starting point guard and backup point guard. Nobody else really plays that much. Campaign plays sparingly. So, they just beat the Wizards. That doesn't say much. They've only won 2 out of their last 5 games. They've only won 4 out of their last 10 games. A mix of home and away. So, I don't know, guys. Front end back to back. They do play the Clippers on Wednesday. Do the Knicks. Spread is -7.5. It's coming down. People like the Mavs in this game, guys. Total is at 223. Mavericks games go over, guys. They've gone over the last 1, 2, 3, 4 games, 5, 6, 7 out of the last 8 games, guys. New York just kind of struggling to score, but Dallas doesn't play any defense. I lean over, guys. I'm not looking to bet Dallas games under the total right now. I'm not looking to do that. So I lean under 223. Over 223, and I lean Mavericks +7.5, +8. I don't trust the Knicks without Jalen Brunson and McBride to pull away against a Mavericks team that's fighting really hard of late, their last 3 games. So next game up, we got the Atlanta Hawks at the Houston Rockets. Spread is -8.5, -8 also for Houston, the home favorite against the Hawks. The total is 233.5, and this is the thing with this game. I wanted to bet the over quick, but I didn't. And the reason why is because Houston is just holding teams down defensively really, really well right now. They did, and they're coming off of a loss to Denver. They gave up 116. They lost 116, 111 to Denver. But before that, they gave up, these are the games, the point totals they gave up: 98, 108, 114, 96, 104, 84, 97. And the games where they gave up a lot against Philadelphia, they fell asleep at the wheel. Philadelphia plays super fast. I know Atlanta plays super fast, but Chicago plays super fast, and they held Chicago to 114. So that's saying something. Dallas plays fast. They held Dallas to 96. Phoenix was on a second night of a back-to-back. They held them to 104. Even Denver 116. That's. To get over 233. With you kind of have to be really, really lackadaisical defensively. Even with the Hawks. The only thing is this, though, guys, is that the Hawks on the road are a mess defensively, an absolute mess. And I could only look over in this game. I really want to bet the over. I feel like it's the right side. Atlanta on the road just gives up points, guys. It's just I don't even know the simile to express what I'm trying to say right now. yeah, it's embarrassing. So I can only look over in that game, and then I kind of lean -8 to Houston. I don't feel amazing about it though, but that's the way I'd lean, just in case Houston really locks down the Hawks and they pull away, like win like 120, 110, something like that. That's kind of how I see the game going, guys. I can't talk you off a Houston team total over. Can't talk you off of that, but probably gonna stay off of that game. Okay, guys, 3 games left. Drop a like, drop a comment, show some love. Appreciate y'all. All right, we go to Utah. Utah Jazz hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. Spread is -10 to the Memphis Grizzlies, the road favorite. Total's high, guys. It's 241.5. Obviously, Memphis games are going to be high, and then also Utah games are going to be high. Utah has had some trouble scoring of late, guys. They took care of the Wizards 2 games ago, and they scored like 128 points. Since then, they haven't even gone over 100. They scored like 99 against Boston and then also against Cleveland. So, Lauri Markkanen's out in this one, and Jordan Clarkson's probably doubtful. Everybody else is good to go. Walker Kessler's in there, so like they got some guy. Usually they're a little more scrappy, a little more feisty than what they've shown. There's no, they're like tied with Washington or something for the worst record in the league. They're just tanking, guys. They're blatantly tanking. They got fined $100,000 for sitting guys who are capable of playing. Like they don't care. They don't care. They're just looking to lose, guys. I need to, before I bet them again, I need to see some fight, guys. I have to see some fight, and I've laid off of them since I cashed with them against the Wizards. I need to see if they show some fight before I bet them again. I can only look Memphis -10, and I don't want to bet Memphis -10. But until Utah shows me otherwise, I can't touch Utah right now. So Memphis is the only way I can look for that one. And then the over-under, again, it's up to Utah. Ja Morant's out for Memphis, but that's the only injury situation for them. But again, same thing with the over-under. Utah hasn't been scoring. They didn't crack 100 points the last 2 games. They probably crack it. They probably have a really good offensive night. And honestly, if they just fight, they'll cover the +10. It'll go over 241.5. But again, I don't know if I'm going to get that from Utah. I don't know right now. I'm not looking to back a team that just wants to lose like they want to lose right now. So I lean Utah +10. I lean over 241.5. Lean over Utah team total over. But I can't get there, guys. I'm not looking to gamble with my money. I need more predictable outcomes than that shit. Next game up, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder. I can't stand this fucking team, man. And the Sacramento Kings. So the Kings are playing right now against Boston. And we'll see how that game shakes out. Let's see. It's 56-51 at halftime. Boston's winning by 5. So we'll see how that shakes out and how many minutes everybody played. Malik Monk did not play in this game. Everybody else did. It'll be no travel for the Kings. Kings are still in the play-in tournament right now, and honestly, they need to win because Phoenix is winning. Dallas is winning more now. The Kings could fall out. If they lose tonight, they'll only be 1 game out of the play-in tournament. So, I think Chris Christie or Doug Christie, whatever the heck his name is, the interim head coach for the Kings, he's a pretty feisty guy. He gets the most out of them. He definitely wants to make the play-in tournament. No doubt about that in my mind. So I think the Sacramento Kings come ready to play in this one. Oklahoma City has clinched the 1 seed. Yes, you heard that correctly. They clinched the 1 seed 2 games ago or something like that. They have nothing to play for except for home court in the NBA Finals if Cleveland were to get there. They had the tiebreaker, I believe, against Boston. They're up 7 games on Boston. So if they care, and if they care about getting the tiebreaker against Cleveland, then they'll keep winning out and win until 3 games left in this regular season. But And I think they do want to have the best record in the NBA for sure. Like I think they are thinking about that. When you're the best team in the NBA, in the regular season, you definitely think about, hey, we're probably gonna make the NBA Finals. That at least, that's what I would think if I was in the 1 seed. So, why not clinch up home court advantage throughout the NBA Finals as well. So I do think Oklahoma City's still motivated for this one. Chet Holmgren is questionable. Jalen Williams is still out. Everybody else is good to go. Is this the front end of back-to-back for the Thunder? I forget. I think it is. No, they play Thursday at home against Memphis. So this is a quick little road trip out to California, and then they'll come back on Wednesday. So they've won 6 in a row. Let's see, when was the last time they played Sacramento? They won 144-110. Jeez, oh Pete. Yeah, guys. Lions high. It's +9 to the Kings. I can only look the Kings. Kings are feisty at home. Over under is climbing, so it opened 226.5. It's already up to 230. I can understand that move. Kings are playing an under game right now, though. I don't know why I like the +9. I don't know why I like to keep trying to go against the Thunder and the Cavaliers. I mean, going against the Cavaliers has finally paid off for me recently, but in my opinion, like, these teams to just keep winning by 10 points continuously, like, I'm sorry, guys, like, and this has been the tale whatever, I don't even know the expression, guys. An old tried tale, true tale, whatever it is. There's great regular season NBA teams that just don't do well in the playoffs. And I'm not a Thunder hater. I'm just going off of my eyes. I think the Thunder can go to the NBA Finals. I think they can win it all this year. I would not be surprised. I'm not going to go out on the limb and say that they're not going to win the NBA Finals like I did with Cleveland. Cleveland, they're not winning the NBA Finals, guys. They're not. I know that in my heart. I know that in my eyes. They are not winning the NBA Finals. If they win the NBA Finals, I'll be pretty surprised. Thunder, they could win the NBA Finals, but they need everybody healthy, or they need 2 guys healthy. They need Chet healthy. They need SGA healthy. Everybody else, even Jalen Williams, even Hardenstein, those guys, in my opinion, they don't desperately need. But if they're missing Chet, and obviously if they're missing SGA, but if they're missing Chet in the playoffs, I don't think they beat a lot of those Western Conference teams in a series. I don't think they do. They need Chet in there, guys. And even with Chet in there, I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just still iffy on this Thunder team, man. But yeah, last game up, got the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Portland Trail Blazers. Sorry, I don't know if I said what I liked that last game. I like Kings +9, and I like the over 230. Not in love with the over 230. I do like Kings +9, really thinking about that one. Okay, so next game up, Cavaliers, last game of the night. Cavaliers at the Portland Trail Blazers. These teams played a couple weeks ago. Cleveland was lucky to win. They came back and forced overtime and then won it in overtime. That was without Donovan Mitchell that game. Guess what? Donovan Mitchell is not playing again. And guess what? Cavaliers do not cover point spreads with Donovan Mitchell out of the lineup. They just don't, guys. I just know it because I've been betting it all season. I don't know the exact numbers. It's probably like 0-6 against the spread, something like that, or maybe like 1-5 against the spread when Donovan Mitchell does not play. I already bet them the Trailblazers +6.5, guys. I mean, Portland at home, they're a money machine. They're off a loss to Boston. They had a really poor showing. No Donovan Mitchell here. Portland's pretty healthy. Give me Portland +6.5 in a bounce back game with Darius Garland trying to lead the Cavaliers to victory without Donovan Mitchell. Over under is at 231.5. Under money coming in. I agree with it. Cleveland's playing better defense. Portland likes to play defense. Portland also likes to play fast, so it's kind of like I don't love betting Portland games under the totals right now. I just don't, guys. So that's what I'm leaning for today's slate. Already got 2 bets locked and loaded. The San Antonio Detroit over 232.5. It's like at 235 right now. I would still bet over 235.5. Obviously, I don't love it as much. And then I bet Trailblazers plus 6.5. I don't think I'm gonna have too many more bets today, guys. We'll see how the injury report shakes out. Sometimes the injury report yields some hidden gold. So we'll see. But for now, that's all I got. And we will see tomorrow, guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Have a good day. I hope we win all our bets. Let's crush it.